The toothpaste foam is pink from mixing with the blood of Harry's gums. He grits his teeth, stares into the mirror, and continues to brush. Another Tuesday, or Monday, or Thursday is climbing up the hill, ready to roll down to his door in the morning. Midnight waits. It clicks its fingers. Outside, a police van creeps through the shadowy streets. Another dead-eyed young man drags his machete along the railings. Ting, tang, tang. Ting, tang, ting. The sound joins the other familiar noises of the alleyway. The wail of a baby, the cry of a stray. Harry spits the pink foam into the sink, runs the tap, washes the foam away, and switches off the light. He peers out of the window and sees the young mother across the road. She squints in the yellow light of the kitchen. She dreams of sugar. Give me sugar, sweet world. Sugar. Harry sets his alarm, closes his eyes, and the thing immediately starts screaming. What was that? A blink? But he sees the dim light of morning and hears the crashing of bins. He gets up reluctantly. He goes to the bathroom and starts brushing his teeth. He stands by the window and watches the bin lorry. It's busy, picking up 2 wheelie bins at a time and emptying them into its mouth like a thirsty drunk with a can in each hand. "Stop!" cries a woman on the bus. The driver slows down and pulls in towards the pavement. "That's really annoyed me," the old woman says. She presses her face right up to the window that protects the driver from drunk teenagers. "I was told I had to wait until the bus had stopped before I got up. I went flying one time, you know. Had to go to the chiropractor for 12 months and I never got a penny out of you lot." "Press the button," the driver says. "Really annoyed me, that has. I only wanted to go to the hairdressers. You've taken me halfway into town." The driver says nothing. He waits patiently. All she had to do was press the button. "Really annoyed me, that has," she says again as she departs from the bus and begins walking back up the hill towards Curl Up and Die, the hairdressers next door to the funeral parlour. At the next stop, the other riders, feeling bad for the driver, overcompensate with their sympathies. "Thank you very much," says one old man. "That was a very pleasant journey." The pigeons at the city square wait like impatient vultures for the office lunch breaks to begin. They strut back and forth with daydreams of the crumbs from cheap pastries. Give me sugar, sweet world. Sugar. Harry takes the lift to the 3rd floor. He logs on to his computer. He looks out of the window at the university across the road. And did you know that a bear can live for 25 years in the wild? And in captivity? In captivity, a bear can live for 50, twice as long. "You see," says the grey-haired lecturer who has waited 40 years for this position, "are we not in captivity ourselves? The life expectancy of a human has more than doubled in the last century alone. Think, what does that really tell you?" Down at the snooker club later that night, Harry and Miles take it in turns to smack the cue ball as hard as they can into whichever red is nearest. At the table beside them, an enthusiastic father is trying to teach his teenage children the art of the game. It's about longevity, stamina. Your safety game has to be on point. Anyone can put a string of reds and blacks, but if you want to be a winner, you've got to be smart. Pick your shots. Play your opponent, not the table. Think of Selby, 2017, World Championship Final. Harry and Miles smirk at each other. Miles gets down for his next shot. He powers a red into the pocket. There's the crack of the balls and the slap of hard leather. The cue ball silently bounces off of the side cushion and rolls towards the yellow pocket. It drops. "So how was your day?" Harry says. "The same as the rest," says Miles. The enthusiastic father at the table beside them begins to get frustrated with one of his sons. No, he says. "You didn't think about that, did you? Okay, you've potted the red, but look where the cue balls ended up. Now you got no chance of getting a colour, have you? Snookered yourself." The teenager wipes his fringe from his eyes and pouts. He looks for his next shot. He spots a path towards the green that's hovering by its pocket. It's possible to pot it. The teenager studies it. He's determined to make it work, to prove his father wrong. "What about you?" Miles says. "Day all right? Same as the rest," says Harry. "Saw a postman on my lunch break. He was smiling, looked really pleased with himself. Other people's jobs always seem better than yours, don't they?" "Been nice today though," Miles says. "Sun's out. Should try and spot the postie next time it's raining. Bet he won't be smiling then." "He might," says Harry. "Well, then he's mad, so what's the worry?" The teenager takes his pot on the green. Cushion first, the cue ball is on track. Harry and Miles pause to watch. The balls connect. The green gets nudged towards the pocket. It wobbles in the jaws. It rolls back out. It rolls in front of the white and leaves no path back to the reds for his brother. The father puts his hands on his hips. Somehow, the kid's fluked it. He smirks and takes a big drink of Coke. "Give me sugar, sweet world. Sugar." The last bus home rattles through the town. "Keep an eye out for a group of kids," says a voice through the driver's radio. "By the station, intoxicated. 3 girls, 2 boys, young looking. Don't let them on." Harry's at the back of the bus with his headphones on. Nico serenades him with eerie melancholy. The young man in front has headphones on too. "And so, if you want to succeed," says a voice in his ears, "then you have to be able to envision yourself as a success. You have to think about what that looks like. If an archer is pulling back his arrow, ready to fire, how can he aim if he doesn't know what a target looks like? You could tell him. You could say, aim for the bullseye, but if the archer doesn't know what that actually is, then he's going to miss the shot completely, and some poor innocent cow is going to be blinded in one eye. You see, you have to know what it is that you're aiming for. You have to know what success looks like. And that's why I'm here today." Under the dim light of the kitchen lamp, Harry sits at the table and flicks through the pages of the religious propaganda that masquerades as a free local paper. Karen Ryder, 42, was not afraid when she received the news of her diagnosis. As the Bible says, there is an appointed time for everything. Harry checks his phone. It's getting late. Another Tuesday or Monday or Thursday is climbing up the hill, ready to roll down to his door in the morning. The sound of a machete echoes through the alley. Ting ting, ting tang, tang, ting. Harry brushes his teeth. He stares into the mirror. He recognizes that look in his eye. He knows. Harry has his dreams stored away somewhere secret. He's going to find a way to find the time to catch up with them one day. He'll unlock the box and sit there and look at them and smile to himself. Or he may not, and it may never happen. Harry spits. The toothpaste foam is pink, from mixing with the blood of his gums. Give me sugar, sweet world. Sugar.